Hi folks, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk to you about the Woodsman and an upgrade or a modification that I've made to the sheath. The reason for that was that uh, when you're resheathing the Woodsman, there's a bit of a technique involved in that. The knife itself is designed to be carried under your arm or inverted, potentially on a chest rig or a bandolier style, but it's inverted at any rate. And because of the pin locking, I've got a sheath down here I was going to reach for there, but I want to save that just now. So because of the pin that goes through the knife and that prevents it from being pulled or falling out, there's a bit of a technique in getting the knife in, because you have to put the blade in past the pin and then give it a slight twist to allow it to kind of slide in into the sheath itself, because the twist separates the two leaves of the kydex and allows the saw guard to seat itself in past and allow the knife to be fully resheathed. But it's a little bit of a learning curve, learning how to just put that in. Once you've got it, it's simplicity itself. It's second nature. But again, with a new knife and excitement, resheathing it and the saw guard popping off as you try to resheath it could be a little frustrating. So I've tried to address that, and this is what I've come up with. In fact, I'll show you the sheath here. So you've got your lock here. This is the one I'm talking about. This one here with the pin that goes through it. The secondary lock is actually normally lifted and out the way, but this one here is the one that you're trying to squeeze past. And in doing so, you need to separate the two leaves of the sheath. I'm going to go over there and turn the sheath around so you can actually see how this actually works. Sorry, that was off camera. I was looking at something there. So yeah, I'll take it over there and show you how this works. Something else to address with the Woodsman, now that they're arriving in the States and people are seeing them. I have a Woodsman here. I'd wrapped up in a towel because it's been raining and it's all dirty and wet. This is the Woodsman here, polished as you can see. But I'm going to take you again, I'll take this over there and I want you to see this up close, because there's a couple of things I want to talk about with the blade itself and explain why I do things the way I do. So I'll fire over there, turn the camera around and speak to you in a minute. Okay, here's the knife itself. As you can see, the blade is polished. In fact, I may as well describe this to you. So you've got your Woodsman here with the saw guard. It's in 01. There's the saw. 1/4 inch thick 01 tool steel. Convex ground. You've got your splitting swedge at the front. You've got your saw along the back. Textured spine. You've got your bow drill adapter hole here and 2 holes for lanyards or bending wire. You've got an 8mm hole here and I think it's 1/4 inch or 6mm potentially there. They're all for stripping bark or truing arrows or bending wire. You've got permally scales. You have your bolts, 304 stainless, which are removable, allow you to take the scales off. That's for various purposes, and I'm going to explain that in another video. The front bolts have got red stain in them, because if people did take these off, in some cases they find that they don't know which ones go where. So the front ones have got red stain in them to allow for that going back in. Now this is what I wanted to address. You'll see here it is polished, it's highly polished, but there are also scratches within that. That is not an accident, that is absolutely deliberate. Okay, and the reason for that was that, yes, sure, I could actually polish this so it's mirror polished and flawless, but I've found that with knives in the past, when I've done that to such a high degree, people are very reluctant to use the knives. They say they're going to when they order them, but when they turn up and pick them up or they arrive on the doorstep, the first thing they tell me is, oh, I can't use that. So what I do with these ones is, on this what I call my post-apocalyptic finish, is I leave scratches in there deliberately, so that when you get it, sure, it's polished, but it's not pristine, and it frees you up from that kind of worry that you're going to scratch the knife when you use it, because it's already scratched. Just get out and start chopping stuff up with it. Oh no, there's the mic dropped. 2 seconds, people. 2 seconds. Hopefully that's in a similar position, but it's not going to fall off. Right, so sorry, the mic dropped off there, as you probably heard. So you've got your magnetic saw guard here as well, if I get this the right way around. That sticks on, slides in, protects the knife itself, or your hand, should I say, because if you're needing to choke up, you do not want to be grabbing that saw blade. It will open you up very easily. So there we go. There's the knife itself. I'm going to put that down on this cloth and talk to you about the sheath. So here's the sheath in more detail. So this is black P1 hair cell Kydex, brass rivets. You've got your secondary lock up here with a custom made brass pin. You've got your primary lock here, again custom made brass pin, and these two locks are both on 3mm Kydex. And I think that is actually cashmere. It looks slightly different, stands out a little. The difference that I was talking about is this. I have made the sheath so it's flared here. Now I don't even know if I want to attempt this on camera, because I'm on that side of the camera. It's in front of my chest on a stand, and it makes it really awkward to try and resheath things just normally, never mind when you're having to operate locks and bits and pieces. So the idea is that when you're resheathing your knife here, that lock will be open, your knife comes in here, and you have to put the blade past that there, and in the motion of that, it opens this up a little, and the action on the resheath is actually a push forward and in. So you're kind of aiming the tip down into this section here, and if you manage that, when you manage that, because it's just a learning curve, when you get that past that lock and then push it down and in, this bit here opens up and guides the saw guide straight in, and the knife snaps into the sheath. Sounds a little complex, and if I had this particular model of sheath with my own knife, I would show you. In fact, I might do a video just showing the resheath on the original sheath, if you like, and then you can see why I've made this one. But anyway, there we go. So that's the sheath and the knife. I'm going to head back over there and get you at the fire. Hi folks, I hope that explanation helped. One of the reasons I don't want to resheath this right now is that I have not got my GT85 sprayed all over this and in this sheath, which I tend to do before I actually package the things up and send them out, and this one's heading out very shortly. Speaking of heading out, the knives, the Woodsman and the front lines have started to arrive at their destinations in the States, which is rather exciting. I've had some good reports from people that have received those, and I'm now looking to see what those people are going to do with them now that they've got them. So all very exciting. So thank you very much for watching, and I appreciate you tuning in, and thanks for the support and the comments on the knives. So thank you very much. Bye bye. Okay folks, I decided that I actually really need to show this on video, so I went and got my can of GT85, and I'm going to spray this up on the saw. Sorry about getting things knocked and stuff like that. There's a blade sprayed up. Right, here's the sheath. I'm going to try and do this. I'm left-handed. This is a right-handed knife, so it's a little bit awkward. So you pull the pin out the way, place the blade in, and you're pushing forward and down at the same time, and as you can see, that now sinks in there, snaps in. The snap is this locating through the knife. You put your secondary sheath lock in, and that's it. The knife, it's physically impossible for that to come out now. So there we go, that's it. What I did actually want to show you also was the dog tags and things. I might just go and get them. Give me 2 seconds. Okay, here's some of the things that your knife can come with if you choose. Well, the one that's you can choose to have is this one, the bow drill adapter. The dog tags and the Allen key come with the knife. We're on the metric system in the UK, so this is a 6mm. In the States you're on imperial, so you may be more awkward to get a 6mm, so I send that with the knife. Let me explain what this is. I'll put these out the way just now. So the bow drill adapter speaks for itself. It's a frictionless socket that allows you to mount this in the back end of the knife, allowing for your spindle to be put in here. It modifies the way you use the bow drill. You don't have to carve a spike and make a bearing block. You basically carve a spigot which fits in there, which means it can't slip out. It physically sits in there. That takes away the friction, and it makes it significantly easier to do bow drill. These are an add-on, they don't come with the knife, but if you want one, that can be arranged. So there we go, solid brass and a sealed bearing. So here's what I wanted to talk to you about, the dog tags. So when you purchase a knife from me now, you get a dog tag with an image of your knife on, sorry, an image of your model of knife on it. And on the back of that, you have the details of the knife. So the model, the materials it's made from, your serial number, and the date that everything was complete. So that's really your ID tag, your certificate of authenticity for your knife. The second one that you will receive with any knife is my own logo. You have to excuse the fingerprints on this just now. I'll wipe this up before I post it out. But there you go, that's the origin one. And when you buy one of the trackers, you get these mnemonics. Oh, thought I was going to drop that there. So these are to help your memory and give you methods of dealing with adverse situations, a mental structure to go through so that you're not just sitting there wondering what to do. These will be fully explained in Easy Going Outdoors, is, if you can even say that, his tracker user's manual that he's doing. So there we go, those are the dog tags, and they come with the knife. Right folks, this has been a wee add-on to the end of the video. I'm going to go and get things sorted out, get things packed up. Right folks, I hope you enjoyed the video and the wee add-on bit of the resheathing of the knife. That's it. Let me know what you think in your comments, and thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.